Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, TravelingGunn. Today is another 4-day trip. This is my trip before I actually go start the new position that I started. For those who don't know, I don't know where you've been, you haven't seen my video where I got a new job title, whatever like that. I'm still gonna be flying, but I'm going to be a HR SAFA, special assignment flight attendant, where I'm doing hiring events. So I go to my hiring event next month. Well, not next month, excuse me, next week, to hire new flight attendants or whatever. My first time is going to be shadowing somebody because, again, they've never given me any material on it. And then the next one, I'm probably going to be actually more interacting with it, with people and doing the questioning and things like that. So, but today's a 3-leg day. Atlanta to Northwest Arkansas to Minneapolis, Minneapolis to Toronto. And I'm gonna talk about Toronto once I get to Toronto, because the shuttles are coming around and I don't want to miss it because I have 30 minutes to be at the airport or whatever. So, but I'll talk about that then. So today is just that, but I'm kind of getting a little excited because next week, it's the first time, new position, and something I can add to my resume to try to boost my career further into the aviation industry, if that makes sense. And yeah, so we're gonna see what today brings. Hopefully it's gonna be very uneventful. We know there was IROPS in New York. It's supposed to be rain again in New York. I don't know how that would affect me because I'm supposed to go to New York tomorrow. So I'll see you guys once I get to Toronto this evening. Everybody, I made it here to Toronto. Today's flights were very uneventful. Nothing to really report today. So we're staying at a newer hotel. Well, not a newer like brand new built, but a new hotel here in Toronto, which it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, sometimes when you complain about one hotel, you don't get put into a better hotel. It might be something as equal value of the hotel that you were complaining about. So I know the hotel that we were staying at before, a lot of times the hotel controls the thermostat, so you can only put it at a certain time, right? In the wintertime, people want to have the air conditioning running on 69 degrees. We're in Canada. It is cold as hell in Canada in the wintertime. Just open the windows. If you're that hot, just open the window. Open the window and let the cold air blast you. That was one of the issues, and I think also the way that the shuttle ran or something like that. It was a compounding of things. Again, not a big issue for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really complain about too much of stuff when it, is just little minute stuff. I don't know, I'm just not picky about certain things, like inconvenience. The only thing I'm picky about is time. Wasting my time is one thing I'm picky about. But other than that, I'm just go with the flow type person, laid back. I don't know if I told you all, but after this trip, I do go to Minneapolis for a hiring event. And what else? Oh, I dropped a video about, is it worth becoming a flight attendant, right? And one of the things I said, I've always lived below my means, and somebody was like, well, you lived in poverty or something? I was like, no, I don't live in poverty. What I mean by live below your means, let's just happen to say you're fortunate enough to make 100 grand a year, right? You can live at 75 and be comfortable, even 80 and be comfortable, and you save $20,000. I'm just I just don't spend money on unnecessary things. I'm a saver because I'm always thinking about what if this happened? What if that happened? What if this happened? Now I got the money because I saved and I wasn't a big spender. Do I splurge on myself sometimes? Yes, I do. I do buy myself stuff sometimes, but I still first thing when I go shopping, go to clearance. I always go to clearance. I always look for some type of coupons to where I can get percentage off on shoes, clothes, or whatever like that. I'm always going to do that. Wherever I can catch a deal, I'm going to catch the deal. I don't care about paying full price for something. Oh, you didn't pay for full. That I don't care. I don't care about that. My mom was that way. She shopped at 3 different stores. My mom always clipped coupons. So that's what I saw growing up. So I'm doing it the same way because I don't have money to waste like that. So I'm going to look for the sales, but I just always say I've always lived below my means, which means I didn't spend money on unnecessary things that I did not need. I save more than I spend, if that makes sense. And I know today's time is a little bit different because sometimes we don't make enough money to save, But then there's always ways you can look at it of wasteful spending, whether it's eating out all the time. You can save your money and go, you know, cook. But that's a whole nother story. But that's just something I wanted to address too about that. But other than that, I don't know if our plane, well, we do know our captain is coming in tonight, but he's not supposed to be here till 10. There's no way he's going to be legal to operate the flight in the morning, which our flight time leaves at 7:55. That's not enough rest for him. So I think what's going to end up happening is our flight is going to get delayed and pushed back. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll probably get a notification later on tonight by the time that he lands. If his flight leaves out on time, we're supposed to be in the next 45 minutes. So we're going to see what happens tonight. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Day 2, delayed because our pilots came in late. They had to extend their rest. I was supposed to do 4 legs to that. Ended up doing only to Toronto to LaGuardia. Sit for 3 hours because they took away my Syracuse turn, and then LaGuardia to Knoxville. So I keep just 2 legs, and I still am pay protected, so I still get that pay for the Syracuse turn. And I think we're going to pick up our OE student she's going to pick up her OE student, not we. Let me clear that up. She's going to pick up her OE student when we get to LaGuardia to do LaGuardia to Knoxville, I'm assuming. So I'll see once I get downstairs to see when that change. Hopefully there's no weather again. We'll see. But look at this. I want to see how far Toronto, that's the city there, right? That's the city over there. And that's how far we are. And I'm here again in 2 more weeks for my birthday, but it's a long layover. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. But the good thing about this hotel is I can get to the shuttle to get back to the airport, to get on the train that leaves from the airport, you know, and go into the city. At least I can do that. Versus the last time I was here and I had that long layover where I had to Uber, which cost me $100 some both ways. I don't have to do that. I can just go to the airport, get on the train, buy a train ticket, and get on the train and go to the city. So I think that's what I'm gonna do the next time I'm here, because I get here about 11 o'clock in the morning on my birthday. So I'll see you guys once I get to Knoxville, if I make it there with the IROPS and stuff happening in New York. So we'll see what happens. Everybody made it here to Knoxville. And uneventful flights today. New hire, you know, is doing her OE and trying to get the grasp and the hang of everything like that. So, you know, things are moving a little bit slower than it normally would if I was just with a regular flying partner. But that's okay. We all learning and, you know, trying to help her and teach her to be successful out on the line. But other than that, a lot of early flight tomorrow, but it's only 2 legs, so I'm done early. In Des Moines about 10, I think. It's 10 o'clock or something like that. Because I leave here, the flight leaves here at 6:45 to go to Minneapolis. So I'm gonna go work out again, do a little jogging. No, is this the one? No, they don't have the weight. So I'm gonna just jog and then come back, take a shower and go to sleep. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey everybody, made it here to Des Moines about 2 hours later than what I was supposed to, because of a delay this morning in Knoxville. So what happened was our FO came in from Atlanta late because of a ground stop, because of weather in the evening. And that caused us to be delayed by like a little bit over an hour. So we delayed going to Minneapolis. And then, of course, by the time we got there, the flight that I was come to Des Moines was already delayed. And we landed 2 hours later than what we were supposed to here in Des Moines. They put me in this room. I don't have a desk at all in this room whatsoever. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just one of those things. We just roll with the punches type thing. I'm gonna work out. I was supposed to go to Minneapolis because I had an hour. They were catering lunch, and I was gonna go get some food so that way I didn't have to spend any money. But because of the delay, I didn't get a chance to. So I'm gonna go to a grocery store here. That's about a 5-minute walk from here, and get some hot food because we don't have a microwave, and I don't think there's a microwave downstairs. I didn't see. And so I can't buy something I need to warm up. So I have to buy some food that actually is already cooked. So that's what I'm gonna do. Work out, and then I was gonna make some more videos, but I don't have a desk to prop up my camera and everything like that to make the video. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure something out, but I don't want to rearrange the room because of the way that it is. So I'll see what I do, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for go home day. Good morning, everybody. Go home day. 3 legs. Des Moines, Mini to XNA to Atlanta. I'm supposed to be done about 2 o'clock, hopefully. No weather. We're going to pray for that. And then tomorrow, I have to turn back around and get back to Minneapolis for a hiring event. And then I come back on Tuesday, 1 day off, and then I start another, I think it's a 4-day trip no, it's a 5-day trip because it's the trip I'm working on my birthday. So we're going to see how it goes. I'll let you all know. I'm not going to record it or anything like that, but I will talk about it, the experience and how everything went. So I'll see you guys once I get home to close out the video.